Hey there everyone, welcome to our Postman automation tutorial series. So in this video we will try to see whether our API is returning the correct value or not. So basically we will work with the response body. So let's dive into the Postman. So in our login API we were sending this email address and password, and the API is returning some data which belongs to this specific user. So let's see the body. So in here we have this access token and refresh token and also a user object which is returning some information about this user. Okay, so inside the user object we have this email. So our goal is to verify whether this email and this email is equal or not. Okay, all right, so let's see. Let's go to the test tab. So as we are working with the response body, which is a JSON object, so let's try to find something like response body and a JSON value. Here you see the response body JSON value check. Okay, so the code is added. So let's change the title. So as we are verifying the email, so let's say our title is the email is correct. Okay, so inside this expectation block or the function, or inside this function we have this JSON data. So this JSON data is basically this JSON data, okay, the entire response. So inside the JSON data we have the user, right? So that means JSON data dot user means the entire user object, but our goal is not the entire object. Instead we are targeting this email, so that means JSON data dot user dot email. Okay, so it should match this email address, right? So let's copy it from here, and our expectation is this value to be equal to this value. Okay, so that's it. So let's run it. Now we have 3 test cases, and as you can see the email is correct. This is the title and the test case passed. So this is how we can take any values from the response using this JSON data and match it with some expected values. Okay, again, so let's say we want to check whether this access token exists in this response or not. So again, how we can do that? We will just add another response body JSON value check code here. So let's change the title. Let's say access token exists. So in here the JSON data, we have the JSON data, so that means the entire JSON response. So we don't need the enter thing, we just need this access token. So that means JSON data dot access token. So we want to see whether this value exists or not. So that means this should not be undefined. Okay, so that means our expectation is this value to be not equal undefined. Okay, so let's run it once again. As you can see, we have 3 test results and our last one passed, but our particular API is a little bit slow. So let's say I'm just increasing the time. So if I run it once again, all the test cases passed. So this is how we can access any values using this JSON data object and then match it with some particular values, our expected values. So this is how we can actually validate our API whether it is returning the correct value or not. So that's it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. See you guys in the next one.